Tangueros, after the last video, many people don't believe that I really did it. A choreography in 2 weeks without knowing anything about tango for performing. Yes, I did it. If you think it was a high-level professional choreography, no, it was not. It was just the basic step and like 3 figures and nothing else. But it was the first thing I did. So I had no idea. No one had an idea about what is tango and how to do it or how to dance. They just had the idea of doing it. And things are impossible until the first one does it. The first one makes it. After the first one did it, other people start doing it as well. And it's not impossible anymore, but it was impossible before that. So I'm doing all these stories and all these videos because you always only see the performance, but you don't see what's behind. And actually, behind the performance, there's a couple, there's a lot of work. There are human beings that learn how to do it, but they're just like you and me and other people out there. They're not special. We are not special. If I perform, I'm not really special. I just did something you didn't. Probably because I had the time, because I had the possibilities to do that, because I had a regular dance partner and so on. But behind all that, there are many stories. And if you feel sometimes bad or frustrated because something's not working, because you can't do the sacadas, because you don't feel comfortable dancing tango, it's normal. It happened to all of us. It happened to me too. And every time I thought I am good now I know how it works, now I'm the best, then I had to learn something that showed me, no, I'm not. I still have a lot to learn. And this is the way, and it never ends. And behind these fast back sacadas that you see, these lifting figures, these, I don't know what, fast boleos, and so on, all these kind of things that you see, there's a long story. You know, with Ludmila, we have been dancing together for, I think, around 14 years, more or less 14 years. Not every couple dances together so long. It's 14 years. Of course, there are couples dancing together 20, 30 years, but 14 years is also a long time. There are world champions that stop dancing together and working together after 2 or 3 years. What is this? You see? And they start working with other dancers then. But a couple who's staying together and working together for so long, they have stories to tell. Many stories to tell. So probably you think it was everything easy. Because some people want to live from tango, they want to work in tango, and they think it's great, but it's not that great every time. You have to go through so many things until you get it. You need bad performances. You need to fail. You need to have students in your classes that dance better than you do. So all these things, I experienced all that kind of things. I went on tour with Ludmila to Canada with, I think, like 80 euros in my bank account. And I was hoping that enough people visit the workshops this week because I had to pay the rent. And it worked. And we had the performance and we played live music and we gave a couple of privates. And also we had enough participants in our workshops. And then I was able to transfer the money to Germany in order to pay the rent. But no one knows that. No one sees that. So the way until you achieve something is not easy. There are so many stories that people don't know. Every time that you see a couple that's achieving something, it didn't happen like magic. There were many things, many stories you don't know. So people think, for example, that Tango-Expert, probably it was like easy to do because of the pandemic or whatever happened in the past. And no, it was not like this. So Tango-Expert appeared after. I started with UniversiTango 1 year before. the pandemic and doing everything for free. After that, I started creating courses with Ludmila, and Tango-Expert came much later, much later. I had to pay the room, I had to pay the platforms because I use many platforms for doing all this. And it was like paying, and I was not really earning money. So people that say, you have no idea of tango, this is not tango or whatever, I tell these people, you have no idea what is life. Probably you didn't experience all those things in your life. So if you think really that this dancer, this couple has no idea about tango, they don't really love tango, or they don't have passion for dancing tango because they are too technical dancing tango, you have no idea. You have really no idea what it takes, and you have no idea what is behind of that all. After in Tango-Expert, our private community at tangoexpert.com, I was starting earning something. Like I was like spending every month, like, I don't know, 200 euros, and I was getting like 250. So I had like 50 euros earnings from this project. But people don't know these things. So if you see you're not really getting profits, you really need to love it in order to keep doing it, because everything shows you it's not working. So what did I do? I saved all that money, and then I paid another service for giving the members of Tango-Expert the possibility to have their own account with everything in categories. All live streamings, all musicality trainings, all tango level up routines. Well, this is new now. All guest teachers videos and so on, because until then it was just like private YouTube links and nothing else. So I wanted to give everyone the possibility to have an account where they can find all videos in a category. And for doing this, I had to spend all my savings, and I came back to kind of, I think like 300 euros in my bank account. And I was hoping that it's going to work, because I have no money to pay the rent again. And it worked. But again, people don't know this. They think it's just like, oh, okay, now I'm doing digital tango. It's a kind of business. Until you earn something out of it. It takes a lot of time and a lot of sacrifice. So before giving this opinion, think about the stories that are behind that you don't know, and everything what this couple did during years, in this case with Ludmila, during 14 years, in order to achieve what we achieved. If you don't really love what you're doing, if you're not passionate about it, if you're not feeling it inside, you look for a job. That's simple. Because it makes like no sense, going through so many things, fighting against everything in order to achieve it. And people think that I come from Argentina. No, I come from Chile, from the south of Chile. And I have heard also from people, a Chilean guy, what is going to know a Chilean guy about tango? Well, probably I've been dancing already for more or less 18 years, or also to keep doing it during 18 years. Then you need to love it, to sacrifice everything, to risk everything, to prepare the next tour, to go traveling and teaching and performing. And at that time, when we were performing not only dance, but we were also playing live music, we had to practice a lot. Do you have an idea of how many hours a day you have to practice instruments in order to play live music at milongas? And then dancing, preparing the choreographies, and then preparing the workshops, and then investing your own money for buying the tickets, the plane tickets, and travel there and do it, and have no money in your bank account and hope that it's going to work because this is your dream, and then it works. But it works because you're putting the work, because you're believing it, because you do it with love. This is really what people don't know out there. They see the performance. And some of them, they don't believe it. But it's like this. Probably you experience this also in your life, someone, in other other things, probably other areas in your life. Well, it happens the same with tango. So I just wanted to tell you that if you think sometimes that you feel frustrated, that you're trying this sacada, or you're trying to this embrace, or you're trying to feel comfortable dancing at milongas, and you still didn't achieve it, and you're trying it already for 1 or 2 years, it's nothing. It's nothing. Believe me. Believe me, it takes time. We took the hard way. Now we are helping people in Tango-Expert to do it faster, because it doesn't have to be that difficult for everyone. So we are helping people to do it faster. They only have to follow the path. They only have to practice. They only have to get the experience that we are giving them, because we did all this way and we did it the hard way. So I wanted to tell you, keep doing it, keep practicing, keep dancing, don't give up, okay? Don't give up. There's a beautiful world, tango world out there to discover. We did it, we sacrificed everything for it. And at the end, you get a lot of satisfaction for having doing it. So this was my message today. Have a nice night already.